Here's a jar.
That was my hey impression.
Oh, I didn't realize what it was.
Hello!
Hi!
So, I'm doing a video with my lovely wife, Jamie Jo. And today, I'm going to be going over my top anime. Previously, I was kind of a little bit into anime, and after watching things with Jamie, I got really into anime, really hardcore into it. I signed up to Crunchyroll, I've watched so much new anime, so I wanted to go over my top anime of this year. First of all though, I want to tell you guys about a new thing me and Jamie are doing over on our Banana Burns couple channel. It's going to be called BB Dates, and we are going to basically review every Disney classic animated film over the course of 2017, and it's going to be awesome. So please head over and subscribe. We're going to be pulling a new movie from the jar every week, so you guys can watch it along with us and hopefully leave comments of your own thoughts of the film. And BB-8. So I'm going to start off with the most obvious one for me, because it gets out of the way, and that is Sword Art Online. I just really like the whole concept Sword Art Online with this virtual world you go into where you can battle. I mean, the whole death game part scares the hell out of me. I don't think I'd be one of those people in the front line. I'd probably just make a happy life out of it and just enjoy this really cool fantasy world. But Sword Art Online is a really lovely anime. It's well scripted.
This is probably didn't catalyst all the other anime.
Yeah,
it's started it.
100%. Finding Sword Art Online on Netflix is what got me into watching more anime, because it started with me looking for anime like Sword Art Online. I eventually watched Sword Art Online Series 2, which is really cool. It starts off with a fan called Gun Gale Online. They go to this gun world where basically it's a gun tournament. It's completely different from the swording world. And the second half of the second series is just back to that sword world, but the fairy world. Yeah. And all the usual characters are back, and there's this really, really sad story about a girl with a disease. And so the next anime on my list is an anime I discovered when I was...
Keep going.
This is a hoodie that Jamie got me for Christmas. It's this really cool Zelda hoodie. It has the hat and everything. Yeah. I love it so much. The second anime on my list is an anime I found when I was looking for anime like Sword Art Online, which sounds odd. So I was looking for anime like Sword Art Online and found these animes that basically people are sucked into worlds, fancy worlds that aren't real. The first one was called Konosuba. Now, you haven't seen Konosuba, have you? No. Konosuba is this guy who sort of is walking down the street and he dies. As he dies, this goddess is I'm going to grant you life in a new world, give me whatever wish you want. And he gets really annoyed with this goddess, so to wind her up, he wishes that he can have her with him in the new world. And she's like, you can't do that. And then another goddess is like, yep, wish granted. And they both get hurled into this fantasy world where the goddess and this guy have to basically start at level 1, level 1 players, and work their way up in this real life fantasy world. And it's a world that's threatened by demons and things, where these goddesses are sending people who die on Earth young to this second world to be reborn and hopefully help save this world. It's just got these funny moments. It's not afraid to be silly. It's not overly serious. There's a girl who has this explosion magic power and she's blowing herself up with too much magic. The main hero he's hopeless. Konosuba was an anime I found looking for Sword Art Online, and there's a top one of mine.
RE0. Yeah.
There's an anime called RE0, and I found it on Crunchyroll as it was simulcast streaming, and it is a really cool anime. So this guy is out shopping, and again, suddenly next thing he knows, he's warped into this alternative world with shopping bags. He's facing an NPC character, and he'll go about his day, and eventually he dies. And every time he dies, he resets at the point with the shopkeeper as if it's a save point. As you get further through the anime, obviously the save points progress and change. He'll wake up in a bed the next day, and then it's sort of one of those episodes that kind of repeats, but it's the alternative things that can happen in that anime. So you're experiencing he retains his memories, so he tries different ways to get out of the loop. He tries different ways to proceed to the next part of the game to save people. If someone he really, really likes the anime dies, he kills himself somehow and goes back to restart the timeline, and it's a really interesting anime.
The maids are quite popular in pop culture.
They got these two maids called Rem and Ram, and one's got blue hair, one's got pink hair, and they sort of the way they interact with each other is really quite amusing. Toradora. And Jamie Jo introduced me to Toradora. And first I'm this is going to be some lovey-dovey coupley anime. I'm probably not going to like this. Oh my days. Jamie made this painting of us as the characters from Toradora, Uji.
It's the cat.
And the cat is our little palm top tiger. Toradora is just, it's such
you think you weren't gonna like it?
I didn't know if I was gonna like it, and I got hooked. Like, it's just.
Well, it's funny because it's like a romance anime, but she's so like feisty and like all of a sudden starts beating you up. I don't know where like
it's just so
things
funny.
like happen.
Like you see her suddenly pull out this sword, wooden sword. It's like, what? I wanted more Toradora.
Yeah, you would definitely.
Like you finish the anime and you feel that the anime kind of needed to go further. It doesn't. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Initially, it sounds really, really out there.
Yeah.
It's about this, it's like the familiar myth, as it's called. And it's about, like, people who live in a world where goddesses and gods are real. And it's about this one guy who is with this one goddess who, they're not the best, most well-off, and he's not the strongest. But somehow he inherits this ability to grow really fast, gets this really cool dagger, and proceeds through the dungeon. And he's chasing after this other girl that he, like, has a massive crush on in the dungeon. But at the same time, ends up becoming super strong, super powerful, and going through the dungeons. No Game, No Life, which I finished recently. Again, it's not a new anime, but it's one of my top animes I've watched this year. It's really cool. Again, fantasy world. Like, there's this brother and sister who are like really, really insane gamers, like really pro gamers. And then one day this message pops up on their computer asking if they feel they're from another world or are out of place in this world. They answer yes. They play a game of chess, beat this god called Tet at the game of chess. And the next thing they know, they're pulled into this alternative world where the world is just games. Everything in this world is decided by games. So, like, there's no murder, no crime, you can't do stuff like that. But if you want anything, you have to play a game. So if you want, like, someone's house, you'd, like, play them at a game of chess, and the winner gets the house. These two players become the king of this whole, like, humanity, or immanity as it's called in the game.
Okay.
By, like, winning a game, and, like, they're king and queen. Then throughout the anime, I think it's them trying to work out their way to, like, take over the rest of the realm and like win over other realms. Like there's these like war beasts who are basically humans with ears and like tails, and they go on to try and take over their land. And I think the general like aim of the anime, which will hopefully come out as there are more seasons, because only one season so far, is that they have to basically take over the whole boards. They have to. Every single race has a chess piece. So Humanity, I believe, had like a castle or something. Like I can't remember off the top of my head. And then some of the chess pieces, that other race, like say the elves, don't have this, but they might have like a horse on a chessboard. And the only way you can challenge God to become God and play a game to become God is to have all the chess pieces. And that's the goal of the anime, is to challenge God and become God. Which I thought was quite a cool like concept.
Yeah, I'm watching Korean dramas. Those are good.
Korean dramas.
I'm watching Hello My 20s right now, and I love it.
Go on, what is it?
It's a Korean drama about 5 girls that live together, and each episode at the beginning like is about each of the separate girls and what they're going through, and they have all these hardships and things. Like one girl gets like her fingernail ripped off. And then she tries to go to work with it, and the manager's like abusive.
Did you say that there was like some sort of like guy was murdered and like is haunting them as well now? Like this demon.
They think there's a demon in the place, and a girl just randomly went one day. She's like, "Oh yeah, there's a demon in that corner." They're like, "Oh yeah, I accept that. I've killed someone. Yeah, there's definitely a demon."
Someone killed someone.
All of them have like killed a person before. It's really funny, but they're like these 20-year-old girls.
I need to watch more Korean drama.
Yeah, no, it's really good. It's a picture of me with Lin-Manuel Miranda. See it?
My background's Jamie in a wedding dress.
2 kinds of people.
Yeah. So those were my top anime of 2016 with a bit of Korean drama from Jamie Joe.
Woo! No!
I thought he was going to go up
I
rather than
back.
forward.
I want him back.
Pushing.
I want him back. Hello! Set him on my head. Balance him on my head. Take your hand away, Balance it.